Good evening. This is Pintun from OdishaTV.in bringing you today's news from Odisha. First, the headlines. Pandemonium continues to disrupt proceedings in State Assembly. Speaker forced to adjourn House till 3 p.m. Calls all party meeting to iron out differences. 4 SOG Jawans arrested on charges of killing a youth, injuring another at Sosang village in Nuapada district. Keen of the deceased to get rupees 10 lakh compensation. A tripartite meeting to be held by Centre, Odisha government and POSCO on August 25 in New Delhi to discuss future of the mega project in Jagatsinghpur district. Odisha High Court directs Odisha Public Service Commission to conduct Odisha Judicial Service 2015 preliminary examinations afresh on September 6. And crime against women, particularly dowry deaths, continues unabated in the state, says latest report prepared by National Crime Records Bureau. Now the details. Deadlock in Odisha Legislative Assembly continued for the fifth day today, and the House was adjourned till 3 p.m. after the Speaker called an all-party meeting to break the logjam. Opposition members belonging to Congress staged a silent protest wearing black badges after the proceeding began. Yesterday it was Treasury benches which created ruckus in the House, leading to its adjournment till post-lunch session, even as the opposition continued raising their demand for a discussion on the Prakash Mishra graft case. Speaker Niranjan Pujari had to adjourn the House till 3 p.m. amid noisy scenes by both opposition and the ruling BJD legislators. Till the last report came in, the all-party meeting was going on in the Speaker's chamber.
किपरि भाव प्रश्न काल चलिबो जेतेबेले गृहर सभापति जी गृह को जे अध्यक्षता करूचंती तांको संपर्क रे जेतेबेले व्यंग्यचित्र प्रदर्शन करा जिवो गृहर जी नेता सारा ओडिसावासी जहांको 15 वर्ष धरिकरी नेता हिसाब रे स्वीकार करूचंती तांको संपर्क रे जेतेबेले व्यंग्यचित्र प्रदर्शन करा जिवो तेको बिजु जनता दलर सभ्य हिसाब रे आकु ग्रहण करबा हम पखरे केबे संभव नुह नै इतरे राज्यर स्वार्थ कथा नुहे राज्यर स्वार्थ जोटी आलोचना करा जिवो जहांको माध्यम रे आलोचना करा जिवो जे गृहर सभापति जी तांको संपर्क रे जेतेबेले व्यंग्यचित्र प्रदर्शन करा जिवो किपरि भाव से आलोचना पाई आग्रह प्रकाश करुथले ये संपर्क रे आपण माने जान
पवित्र विधानसभा गृह रे ओडिसार जनसाधारणंकर साधारण समस्यार चर्चा हो पानीर चर्चा हो मरुडीर चर्चा हो ब्लॉक ग्रांट शिक्षकर चर्चा हो कि डाक्तरखाना रे डाक्टर नथिबार चर्चा हो लोकंकर साधारण समस्या समाधान पाई आमे निर्वाचित हेकरी आइछु एवं सबु प्रकार एमिकेबल सेटलमेंट करबार रास्ता रे कंप्रोमाइज रास्ता रे आमे परिचालित हेले भी शासक दल मनोमुखी भाव में निरंकुश संख्यागरिष्ठता लाभ करिथिबारु आमर उपरे अंकुश लगौछन्ति आमर तंटी को चिपुछन्ति एटा गणतंत्र रे इतिहास रे विरल.
The Odisha police yesterday arrested 4 Special Operations Group Jawans on charges of killing a youth and injuring another person in their camp at Sosang village in Nuapada district. Making a statement in the Assembly, Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik said the 4 personnel of the SOG were suspended and arrested after recovery of the body of Chitranjan Sahu. The injured has been identified as Nutan Naik. Terming the death of Sahu and injury of Naik as an extremely unfortunate incident, Patnaik said the government has decided to give a compensation of rupees 10 lakh to the next of the kin of the deceased and bear the entire cost of treatment of the injured person. Stating that a case of theft was informed to the SOG unit deployed in Sosang village near the Sunavada Reserve Forest, a highly sensitive Maoist affected area, the Chief Minister said the SOG personnel and villagers had apprehended the 3 suspects, including the deceased Sahu, who confessed to the crime. Some SOG personnel allegedly assaulted the suspects, resulting to the death of Sahu and the injury of Naik, he said, adding that the incident is being investigated by Southwestern Range DIG in Koraput. The DIG is camping at Nuapada. Komna police station has registered a case on August 18 on the report of the father of the deceased on alleged torture and disappearance of Sahu. After suspension of the 4 arrested SOG Jawans, the local judicial magistrate would conduct an inquiry into the alleged incident and responsibility would be fixed. Meanwhile, a team of Congress headed by party's state president Prasad Harichandan visited the spot. According to sources, the team will meet the families of the victims and the Nuapada collector.
नुआपाड़े आमर गोटे पुलिस पोस्ट जो सुनाबड़ा सैंक्चुरी भितरे अच्छी सेठी गोटे दुर्भाग्य घटना घटी थिला और सेतरे आमे बहुत दुखी अच्छू और आमे समस्त तो क्षमा भी मांगुची और से कनेक्शन रे जो केस हेतिला कोमना पुलिस स्टेशन रे जो पुलिस वाला पुलिस लोगों के अगेंस्ट रे जो हेतिला कार्यानुष्ठान हेची और जो चारटा एसओजी रे पर्सनल अगेंस्ट रे जो एविडेंस आसिला अरेस्ट करिचंती ने फर्दर एबे इन्वेस्टिगेशन चलीची.
Around 3,500 doctor posts are lying vacant in the 3 government-run medical colleges and other hospitals in Odisha. The State Assembly was informed on Friday. In a written reply to BJP member Dilip Ray, Health Minister Atanu Sabyasachi Naik told the House that 375 teacher posts were lying vacant in 3 government-run medical colleges, SCB in Cuttack, MKCG in Berhampur and VSS in Burla, and 1 dental college. A total of 20 professor, 44 associate professor and 297 assistant professor posts are lying vacant in the medical colleges, the reply said. On the other hand, a huge vacancy of doctors has been reported starting from primary hospitals to district hospitals in the state. While the government has granted 4,864 doctors to be posted at right from primary hospitals to state capital hospitals, only 2,293 posts have been filled so far, the minister added. Similarly, while 561 doctor posts have been sanctioned for homeopathy hospitals, 272 posts are lying vacant and 214 doctor posts are lying vacant against sanctioned post of 620 posts in Ayurvedic and Unani hospitals, Naik informed the members. A tripartite meeting between the Centre, Odisha government and POSCO will be held on August 25 in New Delhi to discuss the future of South Korean steel giant's big ticket investment in Jagatsinghpur district. Odisha Chief Secretary Gokul Chandra Pati, Union Steel and Mines Secretary Rajkumar Sharma and POSCO officials will be present in the meeting. Earlier, the state government had decided to request the central government to work towards materializing the proposed POSCO steel plant project near Paradip in Jagatsinghpur district so as to bring it back from the brink of its premature closure. At a high-level meeting held at the Secretariat, Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik directed Pati and the concerned departmental head to hold discussions with all major stakeholders in this matter. Speaking on the issue, Energy Minister Pranab Prakash Das, who was also present in the meeting, said, "We would fix a particular date and will talk to the company authorities to know the steel major's future plan on this project." Moreover, a delegation of BJD MPs had recently met Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley in New Delhi in this regard. Notably, the South Korean steel major has signed an MOU with Uttam Galwa Group to set up an integrated steel plant in Maharashtra. Many believe that by signing this deal, the company has given enough indication that it is no more interested in the Odisha project. The Odisha High Court has directed the Odisha Public Service Commission OPSC to conduct the Odisha Judicial Services 2015 preliminary examination afresh on September 6. Adjudicating the case, the court quashed its May 31 order and asked OPSC to reschedule the test to September 6. Earlier, OPSC had withdrawn its challenge against a single bench judgment which ordered for a fresh test. Alleging several errors in the question paper, some aspirants had moved the High Court seeking judicial intervention. The single bench judge had hence ordered to organize a fresh test, quashing the earlier preliminary test. The OPSC had then appealed to the bench of Justices D.H. Waghela and Vishwanath Rath, challenging the single bench judgment. Adjudicating over a batch of petitions regarding faulty question papers, Justice B.R. Sarangi quashed the earlier preliminary examinations and directed OPSC to conduct it afresh within 6 weeks. The court also asked OPSC to hold the main examination within 4 weeks after publication of the preliminary examination results. Only those candidates who had enrolled themselves for the initial examination would be eligible for the fresh examination, the court said. Crime against women, particularly dowry deaths, continues unabated in the state, according to the latest report of National Crime Records Bureau. The report stated 19,088 cases of cognizable offences have been reported in the state in 2014, out of which 1,450 are murder cases. But the shocking part is of the murder cases, 413 are dowry death cases, which is 28% of the figure. It noted that 14,606 cases of crime against women were reported in 2014 as against 14,173 in 2013. The NCRB report revealed that number of rape cases categorized as a violent form of crime soared to 1,978 last year from 1,832 registered in 2013. The report has placed Odisha at 6th position among 28 states and 7 union territories. Last year, 82 gang rape cases were reported. The NCRB data stated that the rape accused in 99% of the cases were acquaintances of the survivors. Of the 1,978 rape cases, the accused were known to the girls in 1,976 cases, the report added.
समस्याटा दिन को दिन एत बढ़ी चली तार उपरे आमको समस्त को अनुध्यान करने को पड़ो आम जो परंपरा संस्कृति ना रे जो बाघर समय दबा नबा ये सब नौचु जे आमर यहाँ गोटे चलणी रही गोटे प्रथा आमको देखा पड़ो ये प्रथा आमर झील मानक जदि प्राण नहीं कि आम प्रथा को पालन करवा ताले सेमती प्रथा आमको आवश्यक नहीं.
3 days after Board of Revenue recommended an inquiry by the Revenue Divisional Commissioner into the alleged land grabbing by suspended IPS officer Satish Gajviye, a crime branch team took an assessment of the land in Gop Tehsil of Puri district yesterday. The 3-member team measured the land purchased by Gajviye's wife and the surrounding land, which was allegedly grabbed by the IPS officer for PC culture purpose. The team, which has a DSP from Cuttack and Puri each, was assisted by local additional Tahsildar, Amin, Revenue Inspector and Executive Engineer of the Water Resources Department. Local residents had alleged that Gajviye, who was in the eye of a storm over the police excesses in Kendrapada, had encroached upon about 70 acres of land in the area for fish farming. Though a little over 7 acres of land was purchased by his wife, the officer had used his powers to illegally acquire the surrounding land, they alleged. Though the officer has denied to the allegations, opposition parties have demanded the arrest of the officer on these issues. Earlier, 2 crime branch teams had visited the area to investigate the matter. The repairing of Jagamohana, the hall facing the Sanctum Sanctorum in the Jagannath temple in Puri, will be carried out in December after the holy month of Kartik, said Temple Chief Administrator Suresh Mahapatra. A decision to this effect came after a joint meeting of Sri Jagannath Temple Administration officials and the Technical Committee of the Archaeological Survey of India, ASI, which was held at the Secretariat in Bhubaneswar yesterday. A final decision over the shifting of idols of the presiding deities will be taken after a meeting with Chhattisgarh Nijog, sources said, adding that the Director General of ASI will visit to the temple next month to review the need of repairing of the Jagamohan. Among others, members of the scientific team of ASI and other concerned officials were present during the meeting.
आमर प्रिलिमिनारी काम गुड़ाक सरू प्रथम आम ड्रॉइंग काम अच्छी एस्टिमेट करूँ सब जिन लास्ट फाइनल करूँ गोटे मस केते दिन भीतर से कौन कह आम आमको प्रिलिमिनारी काम करने को दिंतु तापर जमती हे फाइनल हेब एप्रूवल हेब डायरेक्टर जनरल करेंगे तापर जाकि काम.
Though the state government is all set to launch its onion mission in the state to curb the inflation of the essential commodity, it's back to bring tears in the eyes of the consumers. The price of the kitchen essential has crossed rupees 60 per kg mark at many places across the state. Similarly, not only onion but also the skyrocketing prices of red gram is also giving pinch to the consumers. The price of onion, which was at rupees 20 to 25 per kg 10 days ago, has now reached to rupees 60-70 per kg due to decline in the supply. Similarly, the price of the red gram, which was at rupees 85 to 90 3-4 months ago, is now being sold at rupees 135 to 150 per kg, hitting the budget of the consumers. While the housewives are blaming the onion and pulses price rise as hoarding and black marketing, traders are saying that there has been a decline in the onion supply from Nasik in Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh, the 2 major suppliers of the vegetable to the state. If the prices of essential items like pulses, onions will go up, everyone will be pinched hard, said a housewife. At least 9 state government employees have been suspended by the Ganjam District Administration for applying for ration cards under the National Food Security Act. The suspended employees include 6 teachers, 1 Amin, a peon and a village agriculture worker. State and central government employees are excluded from the benefits of the scheme. The government servants have been instructed earlier not to apply for ration card under the scheme as they are not eligible. They have also been asked to withdraw their applications by June 30, 2015, Ganjam Collector Prem Chandra Chaudhary said. Despite such warning and massive awareness drive, several government employees had applied for ration cards in the scheme. Besides government employees, income tax payers, persons having vehicles including two-wheelers, business with taxpayer identification number, households with electricity consumption of above 300 units per month, persons having power tillers, fishing boats or other heavy vehicles and professional taxpayers are among those who are not entitled to get benefit of the scheme, he said. District Civil Supply Officer Nilakantha Mahanti said the administration will take action against the ineligible persons who have not withdrawn their application despite repeated requests. If necessary, criminal case will be filed against the ineligible persons who get the ration card. Meanwhile, district administration has set deadline for publication of the final list of the beneficiaries by August 25. Disbursement of new ration cards will be commenced from September 1 to 25, said CSO. The government has decided to roll out the NFSA from October 1. As many as 423 residential constructions in Bhubaneswar have flouted the Bhubaneswar Development Authority guidelines, of which 147 have been served demolition orders, informed Housing and Urban Development Minister Puspendra Singh Dev in the State Assembly yesterday. According to the minister, complaints have been filed against 423 builders for violating norms under Section 91, Subsection 1 of Odisha Development Authority Act 1982. In pursuant to finalization of 147 cases by the officer on special duty, demolition notices have been served, said the minister. Among these, 41 builders have got stay orders from the court, while 15 builders are in the process of regularizing their apartments, he added. Notably, the VD has launched a reprieve scheme in 2007-8 through which builders can get respite in case of violation of law. 4 Maoists, including 3 women, surrendered to the police in Malkangiri district yesterday. The 4 active in Padiyadalam of Maoists were involved in a number of offences, including exchange of fire with the security forces in the last 2 years, Malkangiri Superintendent of Police Mitra Bhanu Mahapatra said. The 4 ultras, all armed cadres, were identified as Sunita Wanjami 23, Kosi Kunjami 21, Aite Kunjami 22 and Ganga Kartani 22, police said. The 3 women Naxals were also members of Gananatya Sangha in Padiyadalam of Maoists Malkangiri division. After surrendering, the 4 said they were disillusioned with the Maoist activities and realized that the ultras were exploiting and harassing the tribals. They decided to give up arms and return to the social mainstream to lead a normal life, police said. They would be provided necessary assistance as per the government policy, the SP said. Before wrapping up, the headlines once again. Pandemonium continues to disrupt proceedings in State Assembly. Speaker forced to adjourn House till 3 p.m. Calls all party meeting to iron out differences. 4 SOG Jawans arrested on charges of killing a youth, injuring another at Sosang village in Nuapada district. Keen of the deceased to get rupees 10 lakh compensation. A tripartite meeting to be held by Centre, Odisha government and POSCO on August 25 in New Delhi to discuss future of the mega project in Jagatsinghpur district. Odisha High Court directs Odisha Public Service Commission to conduct Odisha Judicial Service 2015 preliminary examinations afresh on September 6. And crime against women, particularly dowry deaths, continues unabated in the state. says latest report prepared by National Crime Records Bureau. Thank you for watching. Good night.